Man, it's about darn time Americans start waking up and thinking like this.
Hi guys, I'm CJ Pearson. I just want to take the time to be real with y'all. I want to be really, really real, and I want to level with you because I am honestly sick and tired of hearing Donald Trump accused of racism by people who haven't done a fraction of what he's done for black people. I am sick and tired of it. They don't actually believe he's a racist. They don't actually believe he's a white supremacist. And if they do, if the Democrats who accuse him of being those things really do believe that he is those things that they claim he is, then I think they really need to confront the history of their party for a quick second. The Democratic Party was literally founded upon the bedrock of racism, founded upon the bedrock of hate. They were literally the party of white supremacy. They are the party of the KKK, the party of segregation, the party that literally fought to put my great-grandmother to the back of the bus. They did that. That is fact. That is truth. Read a history book and you will know and you will read all about it. Democrats have done more to put black people down than they have ever done to lift us up. They did it by design through welfare. They do it today. And if you look at the cities of Chicago, Flint, Michigan, and so many more, you look at the conditions of black people in Democrat-ran cities and you see black people living in poverty. You see black people living without hope. You see black people living side by rats like you see in the city of Baltimore. And if you want to convince me and tell me that Democrats actually care about black people, I'm confused. Because I see no evidence of such a thing. But when I look at what the president's done, I see record low black unemployment. I see a $100 million increase in HBCU funding. I see a president who is overseeing the creation of opportunity zones to spur economic investment in majority black communities in America's inner cities, bringing hope and promise and jobs to the communities that need it most. The communities that have been used and abused by Democrats ever since their founding. That is what this president has done. A president who has done more for black people than any other president in modern history, including the first black one. These are just facts. These are just truth. This is not conjecture nor opinion. These are simply matters of fact. Democrats don't really care about black people because if they did, they wouldn't only talk about black issues when it was time for votes to be cast. They would actually do something for black people all the time, not just when it was convenient for them. And again, if Democrats really want to call someone a white supremacist or a bigot, maybe they should look within their own ranks. Maybe they should address the fact that Hillary Clinton called black people super predators. Maybe they should address the fact that Joe Biden signed into law or advocated for the Clinton crime bill.
94.
Took more black fathers out of the home than, well, slavery. It's a sad fact, a sad reality, but it's all truth. Guys, if Donald Trump is a racist, I can't even imagine what Democrats are at all. And
evil.
And these are just facts. Thank you.
You won't ever get that self-reflection from people on the far left. They're too far gone. They're evil and they don't want to handle the facts. They know the facts, but they'll twist it and to people that are so ignorant, so naive, people that don't dive deeper, that aren't free thinkers, they won't ever get to see it because they're so brainwashed about all this nonsense and they've been so sworn into this way of thinking, this victim mentality, that they don't wake up. And it's very sad. Real people can take facts. Fake people, they can't handle it. They can't relate to what's really going on in society. And as a quarter black American man, I approve this message. And I know I'm gonna get some funny comments talking about my lack of melanin, but at the end of the day, we're all part of God's greatest creation. We all bleed red and we're all part of the human race. So stop pointing out all these things for just black people, for just white people, for Latinos and Asians and Indians and all that. We're one race, the human race. And I might use titles that include the word black, but that's to bring people in so they can see the greater message and what's really going on. And my man CJ touched on this, but just to reiterate, remember the party that was the foundation of slavery and actual racism. And a lot of people don't like to think about this. They probably don't even know it. Abe Lincoln, the man commonly referred to as freeing the slaves, was the first Republican president. He wasn't a Democrat. He served from 1861 until his assassination in 1865. And man, they don't want to hear that on the left. They don't want to hear that he was the first Republican president. And they want to paint this picture like the right, conservatives, Republicans are all bad. What about Honest Abe? I can almost guarantee you one thing, unless some miracles take place and the good Lord Lord gives these people a change of heart, you'll never see Democrats run on straight up policy and a vision for America, because they're usually only out for themselves to stack up their pockets. Look at all the people like Clinton, Obama, Biden, the whole family that they gain their wealth when they get into politics. But then you have people like Donald Trump, who was a billionaire before he even ran for office. Everybody loved him until he ran for office and started pointing out the foolishness that was going on behind closed doors to say, you're fired, like the old Apprentice days. But the people that always talk about racism and white supremacy, that's on the Democrat side. And they do that to secure votes, especially in the black community. And if you notice recently, they've really ramped it up in the Hispanic community, but until, it's actually time to take on immigrants and people that come into this countries in their cities, that is. But y'all know what happens then. But it's pathetic, and we have to continue to expose this nonsense. Think about it for a second. When you live in a time where the patriots who love this country, veterans and everyone alike, when those are the most hated and attacked people, then you know something is horribly wrong. And put yourself in Donald Trump's shoes for a second. Just imagine being the most hated person in history and still caring for a country that shows you so much hate. And he's still just trying to improve it and still just trying to look out for us as American citizens. And we need him back in office ASAP, either him or Ron DeSantis in 2024. You better believe that's where the vote is going in the Gibson household. And I was wrong about Trump in 2016. I wasn't following the Lord back then. I didn't have common sense. I didn't have critical thinking. I was just going with what I've been fed, buffet platter style, but not anymore. We need to start moving forward in a direction where we look at truthful, factually based solutions, not all these open-ended promises by politicians behind closed doors, stacking their pockets, saying that they're looking out for you, but they're the ones getting rich. They're the ones raising the taxes. They're the ones where inflation and gas prices and everything has taken a horrible, horrible turn. And people that are out there just grinding minimum wage or less, they can't get by. If prices keep going up, their little simpy raises that they get, they can't keep up with the times. And the politicians don't care. They give you these little welfare checks, these food stamps, these little handouts every quarter, whatever it may be. They're not coming through with it. And moving forward, you need to remove the blinders. Look at the BS when you see it. Use common sense and critical thinking skills. Although I know that's hard for some people. They didn't grow up that way. They don't know how to have that ability, but you need to at least try and Try this. Try taking the red pill next time and incinerate that swampy, funky, old blue, nasty one that the far left Democrats keep on insisting that you take. Try something different and you might get a different result. Comment below. Let's keep this conversation rolling. And before you roll out, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell so you can stay notified anytime I post a video. Share this video if you got some sort of info, some value, some sort of something from this video, just to get it out in front of other people and allow them to think for themselves. And if you want to support the channel, all the merch you see me wearing, like this Born Again shirt made by my lovely wife, can be found over on her Etsy store. We got a bunch of different sizes, bleach, no bleach, colors, petite, teat, big. We don't discriminate. We got everything you need over there. So check out all the links in the description section. But until next time, I love y'all. I'm praying for you in this crazy world we're living in. I know God's going to make it right, but I pray these people get on the same page with us as good Christian folks. Keep on doing what you know is the right way. Keep on pushing forward, lifting up society. And when you see evil sin, point it out, season your speech with salt, and keep it pushing. But Godspeed. I'm gone.